Shalom, and welcome to the next edition of RavPod Torah Thoughts. We're on the cusp of the holiday of Shavuot, Zman Matan Toratenu. In the Torah itself, Shavuot is considered the second in a sequence of three agricultural holidays, V'chag HaMatzot, V'chag HaShavuot, V'chag HaSukkot. Pesach, the beginning of the agricultural year, Shavuot, the beginning of the harvests, and Sukkot, the end of the harvest season. Shavuot is number 2 in the sequence, but in certain ways is actually the end of the cycle. For in the months of April, May, June, we begin thinking about the summer. Sivan is really the end of the programming year in so many places. And that may be one of the reasons why the next holiday on the calendar is called Rosh Hashanah, the beginning of the year. That's kind of strange when we think about that Rosh Hashanah actually comes on the first day of the 7th month. It's not really the beginning of anything, except if we frame it in terms of human usage and practice. With Shavuot, we're now at where school is ending, programming is ending, people are beginning to think about plan vacations. Where will they be and what will they do over the summer? In the fall, communities reassemble, schools reopen, and agendas for the fall begin. But when is it that perhaps we should be thinking about those agendas? And if we look at the year a little bit differently, not exclusively as the Torah counts them, but perhaps as the calendar presents them. With Rosh Hashanah, we make commitments. With Sukkot, Zaman Simchatenu, we celebrate. We go through the winter with Hanukkah and Purim, reminding us of the important contributions and sacrifices that are sometimes made for Jewish survival. Pesach, Exodus and redemption, and then Shavuot, Zaman Matan Toratenu, when we receive the Torah, an opportunity for us to assess how faithful to that Torah have we been over the last 8 months? How faithful to the commitments we made at Rosh Hashanah have we been over the course of the year? This is a time of assessment. And perhaps that is why there are no specific mitzvot inherent to the holiday of Shavuot. We gather to pray, we gather to sing and study, we gather to eat delicacies associated with the holiday. But there's no lulav, there's no shofar, there's no matzah. What are the imperatives of Shavuot? There is a verse where Moses said to the Bnei Yisrael, remember, Yom Asher Amadato Lefnei Hashem Elokecha b'Chorev, the day that you stood before the Lord your God, at Chorev, which was the original name of Sinai. Perhaps that's what this holiday is all about. To think about where we have been, what we have achieved, the goals we set for ourselves, how close did we come, and where do we go from here? That makes Shavuot a very unique holiday with opportunities to celebrate where we've been, to assess where we are, and imagine trajectories so that when the summer is over and we gather for what we call the high holidays of the fall, it's really a new beginning and an opportunity to reflect on where we have been and where we are going. May this Chag HaShavuot be joyous. May we pray together with Simcha. May we enjoy everything that the holiday has to offer. And by the time we make Havdalah on Saturday night, may we have been successful at assessing where we've been, hopefully with pride, and imagining where we'll be going when we get together again in the fall to begin celebrating holidays, not from an agricultural perspective, but from a spiritual perspective. Have a wonderful Chag Sameach. See you in Shul.